Hello, hello. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I'm teacher Oakley. And in today's class, we are going to practice asking questions. Uh, we're going to practice asking questions by playing a little game of tic-tac-toe. We're going to look at different constructions, sentence constructions, and talk about it a little, and obviously practice tag questions, who, what, where, why questions, do you questions, and in any case, that's what we're doing. So before I do a screen share so you can see our tic-tac-toe game board, let me just welcome some folks to the class. Wow, is it Anastasia or Oksana?
Yes.
Anastasia.
No, Anastasia. Yeah. Hi, Oakley.
Hello. I'm doing okay. Long time no see. How have you been?
Um, I have been very busy, so yeah, I cannot join all the classes. In which time I have time, you don't have classes.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that's a good thing. I hope you're busy and that's good. Yeah?
Yeah, making money.
Making money. Well, there you go. All right. I hear you. Me too. I've been busy lately. Welcome to the class, Daniel. Hello. How are
Hi,
you?
Oakley. Fine. Oakley, can you answer a question? I mean,
Sure.
how do you pronounce this word? Is it that or the?
Haha.
I've heard like three different forms.
Okay. Well, it's definitely a voiced TH sound, the. However, caveat to that, an additional point. Actually, to help in joining words, to help in fluency in English, very similar to the way we use a and an, the articles a and an. We say a book when okay. We follow the article with a word that begins with a consonant. Obviously, we use a. When we follow the article with a word that begins with a vowel sound, an umbrella, then we use an. We do the same thing with the. So the book. We change pronunciation slightly. The umbrella. We actually use a Y sound as a kind of bridge to connect the two words so that they're very closely joined. So, good question. There's actually two pronunciations. It is important that you use the voiced TH sound, like that, this, the, them, the. Basically,
Okay.
with a simple schwa sound as a vowel sound, usually. But there you go. We do change pronunciation when the next word starts with a vowel sound. Thanks for asking.
Thank you.
All right. Hello, Miguel.
Hello, okay.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very fine. Thank you. And you?
I'm good. Thanks, Miguel. Nice to have you here.
Okay.
Hello again, Ruben. Hey, Ruben. How are you?
Hello, Open. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Nice to have you aboard. And I'd like to welcome Tudor.
Yes, Tudor.
Tudor. I'm saying your name correctly? Tudor.
Yes, it's correct. It's correct.
Very good. Thank you very much. Where are you from?
I'm from Romania.
Romania. Awesome.
Early in the morning here.
Okay.
And
Well,
this is
good
my
morning.
first time at a class on Verbling, so I'm hardly waiting to attend your class.
Okay. Well, I'm hardly waiting. I don't know. I'm gonna put words in your mouth. I'm waiting excitedly. All right.
I'm waiting excitedly. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Yeah, we're filling right up here. Okay. Hello to Michael. Hi, Michael.
Hey, Oakland.
Hey, hey. Nice to see you. Hello, Heidi. How are you today?
Hello, nice to see you.
Likewise. Uh, hello, Tam. Hi. How are you? Okay. Well, welcome to the class. All right, let's get started. Here's what we're doing. We're just gonna go around playing. We're playing tic-tac-toe. Everyone's gonna have a chance to form a question using a different question sentence structure. When we run into problems, or if anyone has questions, please don't be shy. Go ahead and ask. And there you go. We're going to practice many different ways to ask questions. Okay. Well, let me do a screen share. Do you guys know what tic-tac-toe is?
Yes.
No, I don't.
No, you
No, I
don't.
don't.
Well, here you go. Basically, two lines drawn vertically and horizontally. Vertically, up and down. Horizontally, side to side. This is basically a children's game. So you have 9 squares. In the real game of tic-tac-toe, in the children's game, someone will be X's and someone will be O's. And you choose one square at a time, okay, and you take turns. So 2-player game, one person makes an X, the person makes an O, and the object of the game is for one person to get 3 X's or 3 O's in consecutive order, X, 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 horizontally or vertically, or diagonally, which would be diagonally is on the 45-degree angle across, either up and down or either way. So that's tic-tac-toe. So we got a lot of people in class. I'm just going to jump around and you try. We'll leave it up to you guys to remember where your X's are, and maybe by the end of the class, someone will manage to get to do 3 questions in a row. Give yourself an X. It's up to you to keep track. See if you get tic-tac-toe.
Okay, I have a
Okay.
question. Everyone
Sure.
play on their own?
Everyone plays on their own. There's too many of you for me to keep track. My brain is not that.
Oh, okay.
We're going on the basis of that you're honest.
Okay.
Okay. The honor system. By the way, that's called the honor system. Sometimes in the United States, you will have, for example, sometimes farmers will leave, let's say, for example, apples beside the road, and you can, they'll leave a sign, 10 apples for, I don't know, $2. And then there'll be a little box, and there's no one there. And the idea is it's on the honor system. So you take your apples and you leave your money in the box. Unbelievable, right? In this day and age, but it still does happen. Okay, that's the honor.
Who we should ask?
Hmm?
But who we should ask question? I don't get this part.
Anybody you want to. I don't really care.
Oh,
Can you make a sample round or something like that?
Sure. Sure. Well, for example, Anastasia, you were first in the class. Can you make a sentence? Give yourself an X, but you have to make a proper sentence. You have to get it right, of course. All right. Using I wonder. We're going to go left to right, just like reading. All right, down through the tic-tac-toe board. All right. So you were here first. I wonder.
Okay. I wonder where my house is. Does it count?
Yeah, okay, that counts.
Okay.
All I'm asking is that you get the form correct, the sentence structure correct.
Yeah.
Your question doesn't have to actually make sense. I
Yeah,
wonder
I
where my
know.
house
'Cause
is. All
yeah,
right.
it's the first thought I have in my mind. Like,
Well, it's perfectly
okay,
okay.
can you remind me which is crest and which is cross? Like those, like zero and should I put?
What's that?
No,
You
I
can.
mean like like TikTok, but there is still like crest and cross, right? Oh, like the zero you put
Oh, you
and
can. Oh,
crest.
whatever you
Yeah.
want. You can give yourself
How do
an
you
X,
call?
give yourself an O, give yourself a heart shape, give yourself a star, give yourself a smiley face. I don't care.
Oh, so
But
okay.
but the
But I
object
want
is
to
to
know.
get three in a row horizontally across, like I wonder, do you know
Mhm.
how often, or
Yeah,
down.
yeah, gotcha. But I'm just curious how do you call it in English? Like X and cross or like zero when you put?
Oh,
Can you
X's
say?
and X's and O's.
Oh, gotcha. X's.
So if I'm gonna write it, for example, I'd probably use capital. I'd write it like this. Um, and
Oh, uh-huh. Gotcha.
X's and O's. Uh, Interestingly, when coaches like football coaches, basketball coaches, etc., when they diagram plays, we also refer to that as X's and O's. They use the X to represent their team and the O to represent the other team, and they'll draw they'll draw X's and O's with arrows to show movement, things like that. So we do use this terminology. Tutor, tutor
Yes.
buddy, what are you doing there? Are you sounds like you're smashing up all your dishes.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Uh, Tutor, just since you're new, um, it's not necessary as long as it's very quiet, but if you have a little background noise, you may want to mute your microphone so
Okay.
that because any sound is kind of amplified when you're not speaking. But
Mm.
then, of course, if you have a question, unmute yourself, or if I'm calling on you, if it's your turn, obviously unmute yourself. Okay?
Okay. Is
Thank
there
you.
any background noise right now?
Well, not only slightly. It
Okay,
was
understood.
just when you were, I don't know what you're doing, eating potato chips or what, but there was a
Okay.
big
Okay.
crunchy sound.
Okay, I understand.
Okay. Going back to questions. All right, Anastasia's question is perfectly formed. I wonder where I live. Also, I want to point out, I wonder where I live. Her voice, her pitch, her tone dropped at the end of the sentence. This is very important, and this is actually part of properly asking a question. When we ask a question that demands information, we use final falling intonation. The last syllable of your speaking, of your sentence, will fall. In other words, go low tone. Whereas, conversely, on the other hand, when we ask a closed-ended question or yes or no question, our voice should rise on the final syllable or possibly syllables of the sentence. For example, did you have breakfast today? Today rises. That's a yes or no question. It's called the closed-ended question. What did you have for breakfast? Okay, what did you have for breakfast? The last three syllables, I'm slowly going down, down in my tone, in the like musical notes, my pitch actually. Okay, So that's another thing to keep in mind as you guys are practicing and answering questions. Try to keep in mind should I use final rising or final falling intonation? Very good. Daniel, next one, do you know?
Do you know where the bank is?
Okay. And wait a minute. Think about your intonation, what I was just discussing.
Do you know where the bank is?
Okay, that's better. Do you know where the bank is? Yes, you're definitely going to rise on is. It's a yes or no question. All right, but perfectly formed, good sentence structure. I'll give that one to you. Very good. Heidi, next. How often?
How often do you attend teacher or grade class?
Okay, following intonation. How often do you attend Teacher Oakley's class? Perfect. All right, everyone's perfect so far. Give yourself an X. Very good. Michael, now we get a little more complicated. Okay, Michael, you're going to attempt what is called a tag question. A little more challenging.
I've been in this class 3 times, in this kind of class at least.
Okay, so you should be an expert.
Yeah, at least 3 times. Sorry, I've been in these classes. In this class, particularly like tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
So you made a mistake, didn't you?
Okay.
I'm not expecting.
Okay. Now, your sentence structure is perfect. Okay, you made a mistake, didn't you? Now, question, Michael: should you use final rising or final falling intonation?
Final rising.
Final rising. So you made a mistake, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay. So you're actually asking a question.
Yes or no?
Yes or no question. Okay.
No, I didn't.
All right. That is a correct answer. However, Michael, had you said that you want to use final falling intonation, that also would be a correct answer. Why? Tag questions are a little tricky because, for example, listen carefully. You made a mistake, didn't you? Okay. Sounds quite different than you made a mistake, didn't you? Okay. With final rising, you're questioning if there was a mistake made, yes or no. With falling intonation, we often use this style of question, a tag question, as an accusation. You stole the money, didn't you? All right. To accuse someone or blame someone. So you made a mistake, didn't you? I'm using falling intonation. It is no less correct, but the intention of the speaker is changed by the intonation. So, okay. Thank you, Michael. Good job. All right. Miguel, everyone's perfect so far. Miguel, who blank him?
Who is him?
Sorry?
Who is him?
Who is him? Oh, Miguel. No.
No?
No, no, we would use the pronoun he. Who is he?
Who is him?
Or who is he? Right.
Him.
Who is he? Right. Or which we don't have. It's him. So we would never say who is him. Who is he, or past tense, who was he? Okay, so that's not going to work. The verb to be is really not going to work here. Who is, who was, who are. Nope. Can you think of an alternative, Miguel?
Yeah, who is going to play with him?
Who is okay? Okay, very good. Miguel, excellent. Who is going to ride with him? Okay, very nice. Okay, I did not expect it, but very good. You're using the going to simple future form to ask a question. Okay, who is going to ride with him? Perfect. All right.
Okay.
That works. Okay. Excellent. Okay, Ruben, your turn.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. Excuse
Excuse.
me. Could you please tell me where the bank is?
Very good and very nice intonation. Excellent. Excuse me. Very often precedes a polite question, obviously. Usually spoken to a stranger, someone we don't know. Excuse me has rising intonation, then the comma in this phrase. Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the bank? Okay, Ruben, you did a very good job with the intonation. This is something that we call drop rise intonation. It drops and rises. It falls and rises. Your pitch goes up and down fairly rapidly. Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the bank? Lots of up and down, very quick. It's different than your ordinary spoken intonation. Ruben, you did it very well.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, and as well, another thing I want to point out. Notice the question, excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the bank? Just the words themselves. Ruben proceeded with the excuse me to get someone's attention. He proceeded with the polite excuse me, and then he asked an indirect question. If you consider the actual vocabulary of the question, could you tell me how to go to the bank? The question is, are you physically able to tell me where the bank is? And I could say yes.
Yeah.
Really? That is the question. Yes, I can physically tell you where the bank is. But of course, what Ruben really wants to know is where's the bank? Where's the bank is a direct question. Could you tell me how to get to the bank is an indirect question. You really want to know how to get to the bank, but what you're actually dictionary definition saying is something else. In other words, you're asking indirectly. Very important. And in English, generally speaking, when we want to be polite, when circumstances demand that we're polite, such as speaking to a customer or talking to a stranger or asking a favor, all right? We tend to frequently, in order to be polite, we tend to pose the question in an indirect way. Okay. So, excellent job, Ruben. Give yourself an X. Very good.
Thank you, teacher.
All right. Lots to talk about there. Oh, tutor. Ooh, your first question in your first verbaling class. It's a tough one. I hope you're up for it. All right. You're going to ask a question, something, aren't I?
Am I going to ask a question, aren't I?
Ooh, so close. Very close. Okay. Actually, that was very interesting. Am I going to ask a question? Aren't I? I know what you're thinking, and your thinking's not wrong, but it is wrong. Tutor, you're attempting to reverse the subject in the first part of the verb instead of, in a statement, I am going to ask a question. You're putting it in question form. Am I going to ask a question? Which would normally be correct. However, we're looking at a tag question, and a tag question, the first part before the comma is going to be a statement. All right. Statement, a comma, and then the negative tag, negative with not. So you're very close, tutor, but it actually should be a statement in the first part.
So
okay.
I'm going to make a question, aren't I?
Very good.
Is this a statement or?
That's a statement. You got it. Yes. Now you got it. All right. I'm going to probably ask. I'm going to ask a question, aren't I? Very good. There you go. That's it.
If no question, then it has to be hi. So aren't I?
Yes. Okay. Excellent. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. If you're using the hi, then it's really a question. I'm going to ask a question, aren't I?
Yeah.
Because you don't know. You're unsure. You know, if maybe you don't feel like ask a question, you might say, I'm going to have to ask a question, aren't I?
I'm going to have to ask a question is the correct form, okay?
Yeah. Well, you can use, if you use falling intonation, final falling intonation, you're asking for confirmation. All right, which is another use. Okay, so there's another use of final falling intonation for tag questions. You do it really to get confirmation from the person. And yes, Anastasia, sometimes it can be basically a rhetorical question. You're asking for confirmation, but you already know the answer.
Yeah.
I have to go to work now, don't I? Like that. You know the answer. So it really actually is a rhetorical question. But yeah, good point. Oh, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, and thank you, tutor. Good job. Anastasia, how long? We're back to you.
Okay, back to me. How long have you been learning English?
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Very common when using the construction how long to then follow it up with a continuous verb tense, right? Because how long, you're asking a question about duration of time. So, of course, it's only logical then you would use a verb which also expresses duration of time. So, good job.
Yeah.
Excellent. You have another X, but look, they're in really weird places, so it's going to take forever.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Daniel, last corner. Where do you think he...
Where do you think he hides?
Hides what? Okay, he hides himself.
Yep.
Where do you think he hides?
Yeah. All right. To kill him.
You want to kill him? You're trying to find him? Okay. Okay. Like a bad Sylvester Stallone movie. Sure. Okay, where do you think he hides? And final falling intonation, and then that's perfect. You also can give yourself an X. Back to the top. Heidi. See if we can all get different forms to try. Back to the top. Heidi, I wonder.
I wonder if the temperature will be good tomorrow. Do you think? How do you think?
I wonder if the temperature will be good tomorrow. Heidi, what is the weather like in Japan?
No, it's rainy season. Now it's cloudy.
Yep. Got it. Okay. Just checking. Same here in the Philippines. My wife asked me to check the weather for the next week, which I did before class. Wow, 7-day weather forecast. Just rain, high temperature, 28 degrees. Every day, exactly the same. Nothing changes at all. We're stuck. Yep. So I hear you. Okay, very good. I wonder with a future tense. All right. Maybe to add a little twist here, I'll be asking you to pose the question in a specific verb tense. Make it more interesting. Let's try that. Michael, I think Michael's first here. Michael, Miguel. Michael, yes. Michael, do you know? Try past tense.
Try past tense. Do you know? But is that possible?
Haha!
Actually, did you know?
Yes, it would be did you know. Very good. That was a trick because I'm evil. If you were going to use past tense, you would have to use did you know.
You wanted to.
You can have a gold. You're going to get a gold X.
Oh. No,
good one, Michael. Thank you very much. All right, so it's going to have to. Sorry, Daniel, go ahead.
Can you say, do you know where did?
What?
Do you know where did?
Where did I put the key?
No, where did I put my socks? Do you know where did I put my socks? No, that is not a good sentence structure. No. Obviously, you would say, do you know where I put my socks?
Okay.
Because you don't know right now in the present tense where your socks are. Okay. How about this? Michael, can you do future tense with do you know?
Do you know if I will meet Angelina Jolie? It's a weird question, but
it is a weird question, but grammatically correct. Sentence structure is correct. It's possible, I suppose, if you were on the set of a movie for that Angela Jolie was starring in. All right, fine. Okay. Do you know if I will meet Angelina Jolie? No, I don't know.
Okay, that's okay. But why I don't say like, do you know if I meet without will?
Well, because it's in the future. Clearly you haven't met her yet. Wait a minute.
What?
Do you know if I have met Angelina Jolie before?
Past participle.
Yeah, have met. I'm using a perfect tense.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm actually using present perfect, so it's not really a past tense. You use present perfect to talk about the past because it's related to now. So it is possible to do that with do. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Miguel.
How often?
How often? You try past tense.
In past tense, for example, how often you did? No. Sorry. How often? How often did you go to dinner?
Okay. Very good, Miguel. You have to use did, as we just discussed. How often did you go out to dinner? Okay. Did you go to dinner? Okay. Good job. Excellent. Give yourself an X there, Miguel. Good job. Ruben, of course, this question with the tag, by the way, the part you see here, didn't you, is referred to as the tag.
Okay.
Okay, another quick note about these tag questions. Normally, of course, you're going to have a statement and then a tag. The question part is in the tag. It is possible to specifically to ask for confirmation of information to just use a tag. I I don't know if I'm going to the party. Someone may reply, aren't you? Okay, it is possible to just use the tag. It's, I don't know, sort of reduced speaking, but it's generally used only to ask for confirmation. Now, didn't you, obviously, we're kind of stuck here as far as past, present, or future. Obviously, you can't use the tag didn't you to talk about the future. That makes no sense. Or the present. So you're stuck with a past tense question. All right. I'm going to change it for you, though. Ruben, instead of didn't, the negative, I want you to try the question with a positive tag. Did you? Okay? Did you? All right? Give it a shot.
Okay. You didn't do your homework, did you?
Excellent. Okay. Notice that now the statement part of the tag question is a negative statement. You didn't do your homework. Very good. Did you? So there you go. That's what I wanted to point out. Good job. Excellent job, Ruben. If you have a positive statement, negative tag. A negative statement, positive tag. Very good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Give yourself an X. Tutor. Who blank him? Past tense.
Past tense. Who did you think took him?
Okay.
Who did you think took him? Is that correct?
Who do you think took him?
Who do you think?
Who do you think? Well, it's kind of a present tense question. Who do you think took him?
Or who did you think at that moment?
Or, you know, instead of the who do you think part, you know, you could just say who took him.
Who took him? Yeah, but I have to force a past tense that I don't know how to do it.
Well, took is you can simply use a past tense verb here. Who killed him? Who fed him? Who hit him?
It's easier.
Okay. Right.
Can you say in present time?
What's that, Anastasia?
No, I mean like in these sentences, you said that we have to put like past simple, but we also can make a present simple.
Can you?
Can't we?
Can't we?
Yeah, can we?
Can we?
For example, can we? Right?
Can we?
Can
yes
we?
or no
right?
question? I don't know. Can we?
Yeah, we can.
We can. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. For example,
all right.
Who finds him? Who finds
who what?
him? Who finds him?
Okay. Who finds him? Who finds him? That's a little weird. How about you know, present tense? Who loves him?
Okay.
Okay, but that's a little tough because love is a non-continuous verb. I can't use it with ing. It would be very common to use a present continuous here.
Okay. Who is finding him?
Yeah, that would be more logical. For example, exactly. Who is helping him?
Yeah, or something like that.
That's possible. Who helps him? But that, you know, it's a little weird because you're saying you're using present simple. Who helps him? Who is the one who always? It's a normal thing, considered to be normal. A generalization. It's a little weird.
His mom.
Right. It's a little odd. It would have to be a very specific circumstance, I think.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for your questions, however. Oh, yeah, it's back to you. Every time you start asking questions, it's your turn. All right, you're okay. Excuse me.
Excuse me, do you know where my pants are?
Oh my goodness. Is this a question you ask frequently?
No. Just,
Oh my
just
gosh.
kidding. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. All right. 2 X's for that one. Excuse me.
Two?
Do you know where my pants are?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
But
okay.
pants, I mean like trousers.
Well, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's quite all right. But
Yeah,
you
I
can't.
didn't mean underwear.
That's fine, but either way, even your pants, you're having a problem finding your pants. You're
Yeah.
probably in a dangerous situation. Okay. Uh, all right. Yeah, your sentence structure is perfectly fine. Um, present tense, right? Uh,
Yeah.
is it possible to use past and future here? I forgot
Mm,
to give you a verb tense to work with.
um, usually, I guess, yeah, it's possible.
Okay. For example, excuse me, did you see that?
Yeah, oh,
All right,
excuse me.
past tense. Yeah. You use
Will you see
present.
this movie?
Will you see this
Will
movie? Okay, that's possible. If you're standing in line to buy tickets, are you going
Yeah.
to see this movie? All right. Yep. Excuse me, the predecessor to a polite question. Yep. You can use
Mm-hmm.
basically any verb tense virtually. Okay. Very good. Daniel,
Yeah.
aren't I? Let's see. Obviously, you're kind of trapped. Your tag is in present tense, which is, of course, very strange. Are not I. This is a contraction of are not. Um, Side question, Daniel, is there, why is it aren't? Why do we use aren't in English uh, for present tense? Obviously, we don't say I are I are a man. No, we say I am a man. I are a man.
You're a man.
Yeah, obviously not. Is it possible to have a contraction of I am in English?
If I am him.
Oh, sorry, not I am. I'm. Obviously, we can contract that. I'm sorry. I mean, am not. Is it possible to have a contraction? We can have not contracted with don't, can't, won't, isn't,
I don't know.
aren't, I'm, I'm, amped. Okay. It was a trick question, Daniel. There is, but there isn't. Okay. If you ever have heard the contracted form ain't, what it supposedly represents is am not, but it is considered, well, grammatically incorrect. It's also considered, don't say ain't, okay? It's considered to be unsophisticated, way too informal. And the problem is, if you use ain't in English, people will think that you're uneducated or possibly, if I can just say it, stupid. So don't say ain't.
Singer.
Or rock singer?
Rap.
Rap singer. Well, okay. Yeah, well, now we're getting into the area of poetic license, I guess. Not sure about that. But okay, so the answer, Daniel, is yes and no. There is There is a possibility, but you really shouldn't use it.
But is it widely used in the common language? I mean, for native speakers?
Is it widely used? Well, it's used by uneducated people for the most part. You're not going to hear. You are certainly not going to hear like the president use the word "ain't," for example.
That's what I have seen. This contraction in rap music or something like that.
Rap music, yeah. Kicking around the trailer park. You know, you go to university and lectures or student conversations. You're just not going to hear "ain't." Okay, you're not going to hear it. Right. Just avoid it. It would be my suggestion. All right, that was a trick question. So enough of torturing you, Daniel. Go ahead. Can you make a tag question with "aren't I"?
I think I'm good at this game. Aren't I? Aren't I?
I think I'm good at this game, aren't I? Okay, give yourself an X. Very good. Excellent. Heidi, how long? Try past tense. How long?
Past tense.
Past tense.
How long?
Yep.
Did you? How long? Were you in the bathroom?
Okay. I assume you meant to get rid of "did you." Okay. How long were you in the bathroom? Okay. Very good. Excellent. So, yes. How long? Past tense. Is it possible to have "how long" with a present tense?
How long do you take the bath?
How long
do you take the bath?
Well, do you take the bus?
Shower.
Okay. How long does the bus trip take? Is that what you mean?
I mean, bathroom. How long do you take?
Oh, bathroom. Oh, yeah. Okay. How long do you take in the bathroom?
The bathroom.
Okay. Okay. How long does it take you to have a shower? Okay. Something like that. Okay. Very good. And obviously, future tense is equally. There's no problem with future tenses.
How long will your lesson last?
Yeah. Very good. All right. Good example. All right.
One question. Okay. How long is for time and space? Okay.
Time or space. Right, Miguel. Very good.
Okay.
We haven't talked about space, but yes, that is true. How long is your ship? Okay. How long is your yacht? All right. Oh, it's a 27-footer. Right. Right. You're absolutely correct. How long can be used to ask a question about space? Right. Good question.
Okay.
Okay. Michael, where do you think he? Let's see.
Where do you think he is?
Where do you think he is? Present tense. Past tense. Where do you think he was?
Where do you think he hidden? Yes, it's correct. He have hidden the books.
He has hidden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's singular.
It's singular. That's right.
Hidden the books.
Yeah. Where do you think? Well, it's second person. Okay. Where he, she, it has, I have, they have. So where do you think he has hidden the books? Okay. Obviously, another construction you can use past, present, or future. Where do you think he will be? Where do you think he is? Where do you think he was? Okay. Very good. Okay, Miguel, back up to the top. All right, let's do a fast round here. I wonder Do
I
anything you
wonder.
want. We're not going to worry about any. See if we can get some X's. See if anybody can get a tic-tac-toe. Go ahead, Miguel. I wonder.
I wonder. Sorry, sorry. I wonder. I will be in the no in next month. Is correct. I
What?
wonder. I will be next month.
Okay. I wonder where I will be next month.
Where I will be. Okay.
Yeah, for example. All right,
Ah,
you need.
okay.
Okay, we don't have any interrogative. By the way, it's a fancy word to talk about question words: who, what, where, when, why, how. Those are called interrogatives. Not really important that you know that, but just so you know. You need some kind of interrogative or possibly a connective. I wonder if, I wonder when, I wonder how, I wonder where. Wonder where? Okay. Okay. Ruben, do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know?
Yeah. Um. Do you know? Um, Carlos, do you know if tomorrow we're going to have classes?
Okay, Carlos, do you know if tomorrow,
We're going
okay,
to have classes?
we're going to have classes? Okay, usually you would say, do you know if we're going to have classes tomorrow? And you
Okay.
you would put the time phrase or the time word.
So would be, do you know if are going to have classes tomorrow?
Do you know if we're going to have classes tomorrow? Yes.
Okay.
All right. It is normal to put the time phrase at the end of a sentence in questions. I'm not saying it's necessary, okay? I'm saying it's just more normal.
Okay.
Uh, okay, very good. Tutor, how often?
Yes. How often do I have to attend your classes to reach the English intermediate level?
Oh, around 1,000 times.
Okay, that's fine too.
Hee hee. I don't know. You should ask Daniel. I mean, well, Daniel or Michael or Heidi or Anastasia or Ruben. Actually, you can ask.
But how
You can ask
often
any.
means how? You said how many times? You respond to me. How many times do I have to?
Yeah, I did.
But how do you respond to how often do I have? So twice a
With
week.
it. Oh, okay. How often? Okay, that's a very good question, actually. How often? Okay, I responded 1,000 times. Okay, actually, that's interesting. That question form can be interpreted as, depending on how you form the question, as a total, or as like a rate twice a week. Right. Okay. Very good. All right. How often do I have to buy a coffee before I get a free coffee? Well, 10 times. Okay, so I can use it to talk about total or to talk about, um, yeah, pace or rate, how many times in a certain.
Okay, so both are correct.
Yeah, actually, right. I hadn't thought about that, but thanks. Good point. Anastasia, your turn to try a tag question, isn't
Okay.
it?
No, it didn't you?
Yeah.
Um, you bought a you bought a packet of milk, didn't you?
Bought a packet of milk, didn't you? Okay, that's fine. However, just so you know, we don't usually say packet or package of milk. The normal collocation
A
is
bottle?
Could be a bottle, although that's
Duck.
that's old school because they figured out that light actually breaks down the vitamins in milk, so people don't package milk in bottles anymore. They used to, but they don't anymore. Now, more than likely, it's going to be a carton of milk,
Okay.
which is a cardboard box.
You bought a carton of milk, didn't you?
Right. Right. Milk cartons now, they're cardboard, but they kind of have wax on them, you know? Yeah, I'm sure you know what I mean. Okay, Daniel, who blank him?
Who is chasing him?
Who, okay, continuous tense there. Who is chasing him? I have no idea. Okay. Give yourself an X. Heidi, excuse me, the polite form.
Polite form?
Yeah. What else, Heidi, can we use? Besides excuse me, is there any other discourse marker or signal phrase we use for polite questions?
What?
So, other than excuse me, is there something else I can say?
Excuse me. Yeah. Could you bring me to the station?
Could you bring me to the what? Police station?
Police station, it's okay.
Yeah, okay. I didn't hear. Yes, somebody gave me another introductory phrase. Who said that? I think he said, "Would you mind?"
Would you mind?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Would you mind?
Do you mind?
Bringing me to the police station?
Right. Do you mind, or would you mind using the modal? Would you mind taking me to the police station? Would you mind telling me where the post office is?
Would you mind giving me some money?
Yes, I would, very much. Okay, very good. Yes, that's it. That's the idea. Or another possibility, pardon me, instead of excuse me. Pardon me. Is this seat taken? Okay. Good job. Oh, Michael, you get hit with a tag question again. Aren't I?
I lost my keys, aren't I?
No. No.
No?
That would be I have lost my keys, haven't I?
Okay. So what is the conjugation for I?
Would be I am.
Oh, yeah. I am. I forgot. I am smart, aren't I?
Okay.
And humble.
I am smart. I am humble, aren't I? Very good, Michael. Funny. I am crazy, aren't I? Okay. Excellent. Miguel, how long?
How long? For example, how long is the beach more near?
One more time.
How long is the beach more near of
more
here?
Near. How? Okay. How long is the beach? Okay.
More near or here, or I don't know.
Well, the last part actually really confuses me, Miguel.
How long is the beach more near of where we are in this moment?
Oh, how long is the beach from here?
From here, yes. Okay, yes.
How long is the beach from here? Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay, this is interesting. When you ask the question, how long is the beach from here? All right, you're probably actually asking for time. How much time does it take to travel? All right, from here to there. Oh, it's an hour away. Keep this in mind. In English, it's very common to talk about distance by talking about time, how long it takes to get to that place.
Yeah, in this case, is the both things because, for example, how long is the beach more near from here? No, is correct.
Your construction doesn't quite make sense. How long is the beach from here? Not from near. I actually can't even. I
Yes.
have no idea what you mean.
Okay.
It's totally like from banana monkey soup. What? I have no idea what you're saying. Sorry. And I'm sorry to everyone, but I am overtime and I'm already late for a one-on-one class, so I have to go like now. Thank you very much.
Thanks for
See everyone
class.
later.
See you.